Gemini, someone's got their eye on you. The eye on the tiger has got their eye on you. Could be, it's definitely to do with a Leo, Gemini. How you doing? It's like, well, I'm just going to keep an eye on you, and I'm going to see what you do, and I'm going to see what you say, but I've got my eye on a prize. It's like there's a prize that you might be wanting to win, a physical, actual prize, not a person. And it's like it's a prize-winning marrow, or something to do with marriage, or something to do with around a Taurus. And I have got my eye on this marrow. Okay, or narrow, something that is very narrow. Okay, I don't know what this is at the moment. Hold on a second. I've got my eye on this prize though, and I really feel like I'm going to win. Okay, I don't know if you're taking a gamble though around a good win or around a Capricorn. Okay, and I've got my eye on the prize and a winning energy because it feels like that I've got this thing to present. Okay, and whatever it is that I present, it's kind of like a real big marrow or a real big thing. It's like someone is like the next best thing or making something of it. Like I'm going to make something big of myself and I'm going to make something very big of this. Okay, I'm picking up Tom Hanks or something to do with a genie, the name Genie or Genie G, Gigi, James or G, anything to do with J or James or Jim James. That was my dad that came up. It was in a Sagittarius reading. James Douglas Morrison, but James, yeah, I keep hearing James. Oh, sit down next to me. It's like you can sit next to me. It's like you are right next to me. Whatever this is right next to you, X to you, the right X to you. The right is an X to you. To your left, what bam boogie. To the right, boogaloo. So it's like, well, to the left is a what bam boogie, and to the right, someone's picking the boogers. Oh, I like booger, the name booger. Like Bookie Street or something like that. Lucky Street, Lucy or Lucky, but lucky Lucy, but Lucky Street. I'm having a lucky streak. So you've kind of got this Randolph and Mortimer of having a lucky streak, and that I would buy that for $1. It's like, well, I'll buy that one, and I'll buy that also, and I'll buy this, and I'll buy that, and I'll have all three. Oh, you had that in your. Keep an eye on your channeled messages, Gemini. I don't know what it is with Gemini. Sassy. I don't know what it is about Gemini, but I always seem to have the most amount of haters. Now, I don't know if that's you, Gemini, or if it's someone else that hates you, or someone that just cross-watches themselves and gets annoyed with themselves. I've got no idea. I can never work out why people do things that they hate. But I don't know. Some people do, but I don't know. The messages that I give you from Spirit. Someone likes to blame a human. Well, someone's got to blame someone, right, Gemini? I don't know what this is about blaming someone. Someone's blaming you. Blame. Shame. The name Shane or Shaney or blaming. Blame. What on earth is that? Car? About a car or about transport or about never going to see someone, and they blame you because you can't. I'm working. Oh, I can't. Oh. But blaming someone. Always blame someone. Anyway. Michael Douglas, the game, M. Something to do with M. Michael, M, Emily, Emma, or always being blamed. Okay? Always being shamed. Someone's ashamed of something. I always feel ashamed. Like, I don't know, embarrassed. But I feel embarrassed in order to say something. Or I feel ashamed. Someone's like, shame, we know your name. So it could have a lot to do with around the Goonies. So it could be the GTs. The Goddess Dragon Tarot lot, you're right. But something like, shame. Like someone's putting me to shame, or I'm being put to shame, or I'm being put to blame. Or something like this, I don't know. But like putting things out. Putting it out. I'm just going to put you out, I'm going to put you out. But you've got this energy of like, oh, am I putting you out? Like, do you mind if you do this for me? Am I putting you out if I do that? Or if I say this or whatever, am I putting you out? So you kind of got this Five of Pentacles. I'm not supposed to be... Sorry about the commotion. Gemini. Someone's coming straight through your door. You could have anything to do with music and stuff like that in the door, right? You could in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. Napalm. You alright, bruv? Are you getting on? But something to do with around music also. Angel Radio, if you like it, you can find it in the description. For Angel Radio, you can also find it in the playlist section. You can also find it over on Patron. In the door, out the door. Something about the door. Okay. Anyway, Let's see. So stick with this one because this is the past. But through my knowledge, everybody watches readings from the past and says, oh my God, I watched a reading from the past and it actually happened to be happening to me now. Right? So forget past, present or future. But we're looking at to a past deck. Right? So just keep in mind that we live in hell. Okay? Helgar. But keep in mind that we live in hell. We pay back karma. Keep in mind that your past, present and future are basically of the same instant, right? So just keep in mind of the messages, basically, right? But someone's saying, look, just keep in mind. Just keep it in mind. I'm asking you something, but just keep it in mind, right? Just keep it in mind. Hindsight. Anyway. Heinz. Jamie Heinz. Heinz beans. Listen, Heinz, they're good for your art. And the more you eat, the more you fart. But the more you fart, the better you feel. Beans are terrible for your indigestion system. Right? Someone could have some sort of gas. Well, that's me. That is me. I do get a lot of wind. Right? A lot of wind. You could have a lot of wind. Earth, wind and fire around you. Earth, air and fire. Earth, air and fire. Anyway. Show me what's been going on with Gemini. Show me what's been going on with Gemini, please. Gemini's, oh dear, so someone got dethroned. Someone got thrown out, is what I picked. I'm sorry, but I'm just throwing this all out because I don't want it anymore. This could really be you, Napalm, right? You sold loads of stuff, how you getting on with it? But like, I don't want it anymore. I'm sick to death of being blamed. I'm sick to death of being asked. You're always asking me this. You're always asking me to do that. You're always asking me to run you a favour. You're always saying that it's my fault. You're always trying to put me to shame. You're always telling me that I'm not doing or I should do. But I'm sorry, but you've been thrown out. So I've got rid of it. So this is whatever it was. We're probably not on good standing with your partner at the moment. Because it feels like that that I'm going to have to take a seat. And I'm going to have to stand up for myself very soon. I'm sitting back and observing. But if you keep doing it, I am going to get very annoyed. Because me, literally, and I'll give you this one, I actually got blamed, what was it, last week, I actually got blamed for being too calm. How on earth, can a human being be blamed for being too calm? Well, it tells you a lot, right, about the other people. So you always take things calmly. You took this news quite well. But I don't quite know how to tell you, because if I keep getting blamed and I'm not good enough, then you've really got to look at yourself, this energy here. If I'm not good enough for you and I can't do the things for you all the time and I can't be the way that you expect me to be, if I can't be that, then who is it? You or is it me? Right? Because you've got this energy here around control or something very confusing around you of like, look, I can't work out whether that's me or whether that's you. But you're always going to have someone that sees it as like, well, look, it's not me, it's you, right? And you got, no, it's not me, it's you. And it's like, no, it's you. And it's like, oh my God, listen, I am getting so sick to death of you blaming me or telling me that it might be me, that really what it is you. Why are you always coming at me ready to fight, right? Why are you always coming at me ready to fight? Because it's like you haven't got time for me, have you? I always feel like I'm pushed out and left out. You haven't got time for me. Why can't you just stand aside and leave time for me? Why is it that you're so busy that you don't want me anymore? It's here. Me. Yeah, there you go. 5. So Taurus or a life path 5, but it's kind of like circular prey. It's like a praying mantis. I pray upon that you would do something for me for once. I pray that you would do this. You don't have to be physically doing it. Unless it's, oh God, we pray. Pray! We pray for another day. Lord, we pray. Pray! But like I am praying upon you and I'm saying that it's you. And it's like, no, it's not me. You don't never do anything for me. And say, yeah, well, you're not doing it for me anymore. I'm sorry, but you're just really, all you seem to be doing is just arguing. And I'm sick to death of arguing, so I'm not going to pay any attention to you whatsoever. And basically just cut you off at the knees. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying. No, I don't want to know. Here. It's coming from around an Aquarian energy. or another Gemini, or they could have all of these in their place. I'm going to put you in your place. I want you to come on over to my place. It's like, no, I'm not coming over to your place. Not when you're in that sort of state. Not when you're just sitting there fighting and telling me that it's me, or making me feel at least that it's me. No, I'm not going to sit here taking that. I'm not a punch bag. So the answer's no. Well, it seems to be there. Okay. Can you ever remember going through this before? If you can, then this is the past, present and future. So you can take it as you like. Yeah. But you've got the Queen of Pentacles, absolutely bezazzled by someone about the relationship. I just want to think about the relationship. I want to think. Are you deceiving me? Are you lying to me? Are you trying to make me feel that it's you? All I want is you. But that's all I want is just you. I just want you and nobody else. There's a song there somewhere. But I just want you and nobody else. I want you to focus on me, not your money. I want you to focus on me, not your mother. Yeah, but my mother is doing this till 11:11 on the clock. But it's my mum that does it. Yeah, well, it might be your mum that does it. But I'm telling you as an individual, all you seem to do is focus on me all the time. You don't focus on anything else other than just your work, do you? You don't give me what I want. You don't come to stay with me. You don't come to see with me. You don't speak to me anymore. No, because you speak to me like that. So, but all I can ever think about is you all of the time. That's it. That's all that goes around in my head is you. I mean, like, honest to God, if someone came up to someone and physically said, look, come here, right? They say, listen, all I think about is you all of the time. Like, I don't never think about anybody or anything else. You'd be like, bro, what's the matter? Right? So if this person isn't saying it, that's the energy that they're giving off of a very creepy vibe of like, listen, all I can think about you is day in and day out and night and day and constantly all of the time is I can think about is you. It's in my head. You're in my head, zombie. But I say you're in my head constantly. And that could be a feminine energy, and this is where I'll get the blame. Yeah, men always get the blame. Trust me, y'all women think that y'all got it easy. Yeah. This could be a woman that thinks about the masculine energy constantly. You've got two women here or so in a same-sex relationship, right? But you've got someone that thinks about, like a feminine energy, thinks about their masculinity of this person constantly, all of the time, where it's obsessive, right? So you've got restriction, you've got fight. You think about me, I think about money. That's it, Jenny. You never know which one you're going to get, right? You never know what you're going to get. So, well, I just don't know what I'm going to get. Am I getting Jackie? Am I getting Jackal? Or am I getting a Hyde? Which one is it? Am I getting an Iden? Or am I like, you know, I can't ever work you out. 1 minute you're alright, and the next minute you're not alright. So, who's right or right? Am I right or am I right? Well, I'll tell you what is right. Groundhog Day. That's what's right. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Right? So you're like, well, am I right or wrong? No, you're wrong. No, I'm right. Two wrongs don't make a white. Right? So you got, well, listen. Two wrongs can't make a right, and if it can't be right, then it's obviously wrong. A wrongdoing. Mama, you've been bad. Oh, you've been bad. We better put you in time out then. Oh, judgment. So the person comes back for more. So they came back for more. All they wanted is to obsess over you, for you to go and stay with them. Right? I want you to come and stay with me. Right? All I wanted was you to come and stay with me. This person here, individually here, whoever this feminine energy is also is having an absolute fight with their parents. Here, they are. They're having an absolute fight with two women, or they're fighting the fact that it's two mothers, which is like a mother and a father, or like, say, stepmother, stepfather, all that sort of thing. But this person here individually is intimidated by two women. They're intimidated by two women, which could be your mother and my mother. And I'm intimidated by your mother, and people don't intimidate me. But again, I'm intimidated by your mum, and I'm intimidated by my own mum. And my mum don't want me, and your mum don't want me, and you don't want me either. There's someone that's having a complete tears, and if I'm honest, this is probably, go on, hit that dislike button. It don't bother me, it really don't. You know, probably because I'm calm, I don't know. But again, well, you don't want me, they don't want me, and if they don't want me and my mum don't want me and their mother doesn't want me either, but I don't like your mum, then if your mum don't like me and my mum don't like me, then why don't you want me? So there's someone that is like, well, why don't you go and do this then? And why don't you get over it? Right? Someone's trying here their best to avoid their personal growth. They're trying to avoid karmic lessons. That's why this person is always pinpointed as if it's their fault. Right? As if they're the ones to blame. Because the person that here feels ashamed and that I can't do this and I can't stay there either, and I can't be with your mum or your mum, and I can't stay with my dad or my mum, and I can't do anything with these two women that always seem to be at me and pick on me, then I always feel like I'm the one to blame. So what am I going to do if I feel like I'm full of blame? Blame somebody for my outcomings, for my shortcomings of my karma of personal growth. You can't never avoid it. It'll go around and around in your head. And these people will drive you crazy until you understand what that is and get that. And that's just a locked in thing where someone will quite easily jump to a conclusion to blame a human. Well, Steve, we come here in order for you to read our contract. I could read it out all day long, right? But someone will just think, I hate the way you speak and I hate the way that you think and I hate the way you act. You've always got conflict. This person's always full of confusion and conflict here. Conflict. And they come back for more here. Because you've got 20 and 5, 7. So you can't, like, I can't make up my mind, man. I don't know whether you're coming or going, that you come back and then you come back into my life, and as soon as you come, you're out. And then as soon as you're out, you're in. And then you're in, and then you're out. And then you come back and then you do the same thing? Does this, honestly, does this reading represent anything that happened to you last year? Because if it did, it's happening again. This same cycle of what you've played out is a reoccurrence and a reenactment of the same thing over and over again. Someone always tries to make someone pay here. Pay for their own shortcomings. Queen of Swords. But you can't forget the past, that's what I'm saying. There's people in my life that I would blame, and I wouldn't tell them when I blame them, I would just avoid them. But then they would blame me for avoiding them, and wouldn't understand why that you would blame them. Because they would see it as that you're blaming me for certain things. I'm not, I just want you, I just need you, all I can think about is you. Here. It's too much energy, whoa, it's too much. Too much. Queen of Swords. It's happening around a fire sign here. Page of Wands. Could be a younger person. Could be their mother. Oh dear. I looked and I shouldn't. That's why I'm getting very confused. Gaslighting. Here. Someone's intimidated. Through their intimidation, you've got Virgo fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo energy. Feels intimidated. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Feels intimidated. Because they feel intimidated, they are now trying to gaslight someone else now, because they feel like they're intimidated, they're pushed into a corner, they're trapped, they don't know what to do. Because I don't know what to do and no one's speaking to me, because no one is, I'm going to make everybody else feel as if they're to blame for my own shortcomings and my own outcomings. And because of that, this person now can start to gaslight people to make them feel that they're to pay for things that they can't have here. Could be happening to a fire sign child if you've got children. Could be happening to a fire sign child with their mum here. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Cancerian. because you won't come and stay, because you won't move away, because you won't move out, because you won't move in. No wonder this chariot doesn't know where to go. They've got nowhere to go, this chariot. They're probably kicked out. But if not, they just don't know where to go. They don't know whether they're coming or going. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know whether I'm coming or going with you half the time. I don't know whether I'm picking you up, whether I'm coming to see you. All you ever do is moan. All you ever do is like grumble. It's kind of like, you know, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, between this woman and that woman. I don't know whether I come and see you or not, but whichever way I come, I feel intimidated. Queen of Pentacles, because some of you have a metaphysical connection with another woman, or they do here. They have a gaslighting, controlling, narcissistic person here, and they have a Two of Cups here. It's such a strange scenario. I mean, there could be gaslighting here because you've got a narcissist here, right? And then you've got the Two of Cups, but this person here is trying to their best to will this person over for their Two of Cups, to make it into a 6, meaning I want you to live with me, I want you to stay with me, I don't want you to stay here, I want you to stay here, I don't want to live here on my own, I want to live with someone but I don't want to kind of energy. Or there's two men. I mean, these can be two women or two men. What's this judgment? What's judgment for? So the past comes back. X that marks the spot. Karma. Aries. So they come up into the mix as well now. So you must know an Aries somewhere. That's the person that's returning for a contract as well, or has done. Ended up standing up and saying something. Standing up in court, because these can be court appearances here. But I'm going to have to stand up and soon I'm going to have to say something. If you don't shut up and leave off and keep making me believe that it's me, when really it's you, I'm going to stand up and tell you exactly what I think. If you want me to tell you, I will. All you got to do is ask. And if you want to know, believe you me, I will tell you. The Emperor. I'm working. The Emperor. I'm trying to sell it. Trying to sell the company. Yeah, wow. See? Money, 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 money. Whoever this is Monet or Rone or Ronan. But Monet. Money. But like, yeah, this person is well off. Whoever it is, doesn't matter. Money, 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 money. I don't like it because you're always working. I don't like it because you avoid me. I don't like it because I think that you're using your work to avoid me. No. This person here seems quite settled and relaxed with someone here because they're rolling in it. This person here is rolling in it. That's what I'm saying. I'll have all three. Well, this person is. They're having their cake and eating it. They're having everything here. They've took the whole lot, judgment. They've took it. They've took it and they've run with it here, and I'm getting it. So you kind of got that energy. But you could have united with someone here. It depends what your January says, but you could well have just started to reconcile with someone here and talk with them. And this could be an external thing that you've got going on with family, unless it's two women, two men, right, or something like that between somebody. Because there's an energy that's trying to cause a fight between people going to see mothers, stepfathers and all this sort of thing. And there's been all of this arguments over Christmas. Oh, God. It's just another day. It's just another day, Christmas. Right? I was a saint. Well, this person, probably. The saviour. I'll save you, my pretty. But, again, yeah, you kind of got to save the day energy. Saving for a rainy day also. Saving for a rainy day. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. So what have we got? 25 minutes. Well, I mean, whichever way y'all got narcissistic energy right there. But that's why I did the soulmate energy. It wasn't. It was called the narcissistic twin flame spiritual, where some people didn't even agree with that. Where I said, someone that is very controlling will see you as someone that's trying to control their feelings and their emotions of what they're doing. Someone will see you as a reflection that you're doing it, yet you're avoiding them. A narcissist won't understand why you're avoiding them. They just want to keep doing it. So the more you avoid them, the more they keep doing it, the more they want to do it. They see you as someone that is trying to avoid the communication, that is trying to avoid opening up to them, as well as you see, well, I am not going to open up to you because you're trying to control what I do and what I say. Right? So what do you work through? Control. Here, as a lesson that's reflected through also parents. That this person's trying to avoid as many people as possible. That would be me. But also someone that's trying to avoid two women, which is two mothers. So you've got the Ten of Swords, Gemini, that starts off your January, and the Four of Cups. Someone's just not prepared to drop it. They just want to keep doing it. They think that it's the other person. This person's not bothered. The Four of Cups, Scorpio energy, they're not bothered. They're really not. They're not bothered. They're not letting what happened here affect them. They're losing interest. They're just losing interest. They're not bothered if you reach out or not. It depends whether they accept that cup, because it is coming in. Trust me, it's coming. Because this person's had a wake-up call and an ending, complete and utter ending here, where it's like, well, if we're finished and we're ended, and you're gonna keep saying that it's me, and you're gonna keep gaslighting me, then trust me, I know. That's why I've shut down. That's why I'm saying no, because you keep telling me that it's me. You keep making me feel that I'm to blame for your own ship, and I am. So I'm closing off. I'm shutting down. No. One more card, please, for Gemini for January 2020. Because you've got a feminine energy here, right, with the Two of Cups, which is the 4, which is 6, right? This feminine energy wants a full-on, straight-up, moved-in relationship. They want that. They want everything. They want the relationship, they want the person, they want them to not be with their mother, they want them to not live where they are, and they want them to move out from that in with this energy here. That's why you've got 4 and 2, which is 6, right? And I want a full-time, committed, loving relationship. But what you've got here is narcissism, is gaslighting. That this same also individual could be suffering through depression, gaslighting, narcissism, where they don't really know what they want. What they don't want is to be left alone and be left out. And because they don't want to be left out and left alone, and they're obsessing over a relationship, that they want a 6. And that's why this person might be saying, hell no. Hell no. If you're doing this without me living with you, what the hell is it going to be like living with you here? Unless you do, right? Unless you do live with this person. If you don't live with this person, that could be why this person's saying, in a relationship, hell no. There's no way that I'm coming to live here, which is the America's Most Wanted. We've been going through it through January bonus readings that you get over on Patron Tier 2, which is, hell no. It's a very nice place to visit, but I don't think I would live there. It's like, well, I'm going to visit the asylum. It's like, well, I'll go and visit you in prison, or I'll, but there's no way I want to move into prison, right? There's no way I want to move into a marriage, right? There's no way that I want to visit the asylum, and I'll come and see you, but there's no way that I want to live in a lunatic bin, right? Sorry, guys, but, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, don't really blame me all day long. I'm just giving you the messages of what I hear. I'm a conduit. That's just why you all come here. It's either to hate me and still watch, or like me and still watch, or not at all. It's up to you. But here, there's no way that I would want to live with you in that state, right? So if you're looking at this and you're like, well, I live on my own, right? And I can't stand this woman and I can't stand that woman. And I'm all up in my head and all up in my feelings and I'm going crazy, right? Then if you're looking at that as if, because I'll give you the truth, because I'm a man, masculine, believe it or not, but I'm a man, right? Guarantee I'd be like, the first thing I'd be thinking is, fucking hell no. Hell no. No, would I want to like live, well, why? You'll watch this and you'll say, man, I've got a narcissistic energy in my life and I can't wait to get rid of them and get them out. So what you've got here is someone like, well, why on earth would I want to be in this? Why would you? That's what you have to ask yourself. Why would you here? Right. So look at your family stuff and you're kind of like, okay, well, I live on my own, right? I'm going through all this shit now where I'm blaming everybody, right? And because I'm now blaming everybody, but what I really want is a relationship because I'm focused on it that much that that's all I want is the Six of Cups, is a full-time committed relationship, love, interest, full-on move-in, everything. This person here doesn't want that. They don't want that. Because this person is obsessed by what they don't get in life. And if they think about everything that they don't get, then what you don't get is nothing. You don't get it. You don't get what you want here. Because there's someone that demands to get everything that they want. And because they don't, there's someone that won't get it that drives them crazy. And when they don't get that, this person goes even more up in their head and they start thinking, why can't I have what I want? Why do I never get what I want? Why do my parents treat me the way that I do? Why do I never get anything that I want here? So what are you thinking? If that is an individual person, cross-watch are all the same. If all I think about is all the things that I don't have and that I don't want and everyone else that I'm blaming and then I don't never get anything, then for hell's sake stop thinking it. Right? That's probably why you're not getting it. Because like I said, who on earth would want to meet a person of this substance here? Who would want to be in a relationship with someone that's trying their best to keep someone out? And guarantee it can be the person that thinks, you know, I'm always left out, I'm always going through stuff and nothing ever really happens to me and you know, I can never have what I want and I can never get your attention and I can never get you focused on me, ever. So you got someone here that says, hell no. Hell no. Sorry, Gemini, it might not be your story. Hopefully not. But check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. But that seems to be what I've got so far for you. Okay, so this goes to Patron Tier 1 and Tier 2 if you want to watch the rest of it. And what we do is, we'll give you a couple of cards here also. Show me 2 cards for Gemini for this pile here, for an added bonus of 2 cards for Gemini. So you've got choose a new direction, right? Choose a new direction and you are ready in order to choose a new direction, right? It's kind of what it's saying to me. It's saying because the path that you're on clearly isn't working and this person clearly really isn't thinking clearly. They're not thinking clearly. So they're saying that you really need to choose a new direction. If you don't want it, then think about what you do want and not what you don't. Because this person here in the past has really kind of been contemplating on everything that they don't want. And they're getting you to choose something else in your life other than them. And that's why they can't grasp why it is that you always choose things in your life other than this person. That's why. And they always try to get you to choose other things and get you to focus on them. They try to take your focus off it and onto them and onto their relationship and onto their burden that they have. And they try to always get you to choose something else. They want you to choose them here. They want you to choose them. So anyway, we're going to go on with the rest of your reading, but you can watch this on Tier 1 or Tier 2 if you are on part of the full access. It's called the full access bundle. But if you are part of that, you get this same reading, but you get your bi-weeklies that don't appear anywhere else. I'm going to do a yearly reading. That's the extended. I'll only go over to that tier. I think that instead of the life path readings, I think that this month for January I'm going to do the full year reading, and the extended to that will only go over to the full access bundle. Okay, so if you are part of it, it will go there. Okay, but I generally cater to the people that constantly stay on my tiers. Okay, So I always try to think of the people that constantly stay on the tiers. The tier 1 is very cheap, you know. Trust me, you can see some other things. But, you know, it's very cheap, I feel. So if you're on the full access bundle, you obviously get a lot more stuff. You get bonuses as well through This Is What's Over There. Last year's reading is over there, also the 6 months. And then we're going to do a year reading and so on and so forth. But like I said, at the moment, through this reading, you get a choice if you want to watch the extended that is fully done and clarified of what you've got coming up for your month. Okay, you can find all the links below. Please make sure that you know about the app and everything else, so I don't have to go over that again about Patron and signing in. And you can also reach out for personal readings and stuff as well. But I will be back throughout the month in order to see everybody, hopefully before Christmas. If not, I will try and do a live also for Christmas as well. Okay? Alright guys, thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon, Gemini.